It's Thursday, October 16th, just following up on the SPY. You can see here it's heading lower on the day. I described how I bought puts twice, today. First, the opening price action, took a very small gain when it didn't immediately follow through. Then I bought puts here on this red bar failure near the highs of the day and pre-market highs. And you can see as it came to each particular target, the lows of the day first, it paused here a little bit. Then it comes down to the pre-market low target here, and it paused a little bit, but nothing, reversed higher. And now we're heading much lower to the low end of the range from yesterday. So you can see the options are really moving up nicely. Bought those 670 puts at 435. I scaled that at 535, scaled that at 635, and now they're asking, they're at 1044. So really moving up nicely here. I would think that this would be another pause area near the low end of the range just because it's an inside bar. So if you look at the daily chart, even though the volatility is big, it's still just inside of yesterday. We've made a push down in the morning. So, let's see, it's possible we take out the low. If we take out the low of the day and get a 2 down day, then we do start targeting to the bottom of the range overall. So we'll see if that develops, but you never know for sure. And again, it's tricky if this pauses here and comes back up. Let's go back to the 15-minute chart and then has an orderly pullback. Given that you're not really in 2 down mode yet, you don't really know if a secondary push is going to take out the lows of the day and kind of trigger that 2 down day. So that's what's tricky about this. But nevertheless, if you go bar by bar, and the good opportunity, in terms of location was buying puts, up near the upper end of the big picture range up in here. Now we're heading to the bottom of that range, but just in terms of kind of a strong move to, the bottom of yesterday's range. I don't know how much lower it goes bar by bar at this point. That's kind of my point. But anyway, just wanted to show the follow through, show how each pivot area is an inflection, each target area is an inflection point to watch closely, and just see how the 15-minute bar forms. The very first, bar here where it took out the lows of the day, you had a big green bar form, and that's why I exited these particular, pausing areas. We just paused but didn't close green. Paused, didn't really close green and follow through. Now we're at the bottom of a range, and I can, visualize things kind of pausing here, but we'll have to see what happens. And like I said, if we do kind of pause a little bit and get a secondary push to the lows of the day, I don't know if that's a high probability, effort to kind of, if anything, I almost see it like if we come up here, pause, try to go down, and then can't go, and then maybe by the afternoon, we move back up into the range. But at the moment, we could also slice right through this bar by bar to the downside now. So you don't know for sure, but I'm kind of playing what if scenarios in terms of price action. But for now, we're just inside of yesterday, so that's why this move here, let's see what happens. To me, this inflection point of the bottom of an inside bar, you can see it trying to start to pause here, but we'll see what happens with this bar and subsequent bars. But just wanted to kind of follow up on the follow through lower from this failure near the highs of the day.